As a part of Volunteer Appreciation Week, the staff at Love Inc. wants to share with you our thanks and our gratitude for each of you and what you bring to this community and to the ministry. Scripture tells us that we are to love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your mind, and all your soul, and to love your neighbor as yourselves. And that is what you do through the ministry of Love Inc. Each of you have your gifts and talents, and you choose to use them through the ministry of Love Inc. Each of you have time to share, and you choose to share that time through the ministry of Love Inc. And we are very grateful for you and the choices that you have made and where you have chosen. And the benefits for that, that's up to God. God will work through each of you and bless those in our community through you. And for that, we are grateful. Thank you.
Hello, Love Inc. volunteers. I want to say that one of my privileges is that I get to sit down with each of you in the beginning and just meet you and hear your heart and hear your desire to serve our community. And boy, that has filled my heart. It isn't like we put out some kind of advertisement where we want just the best volunteers. But I'll tell you, we have the best volunteers at Love Inc. We really do. You guys are the best. You're amazing. Just your heart and your commitment to serve our community, whether it be at the donation center or be it loving your neighbor or be at one of our stores or clearing house or whatever it might be. You guys, your hearts are huge. You're committed. We love you guys. You are doing an incredible amount of good within our communities. So again, thank you. And if I was to share just my desire, my prayer for you guys, I think of when Jesus sent out the 72, and he sent them out into the neighborhoods, into the community to share God's kingdom. You know, and they came back and they were filled with story. They were just amazed by what God did in and through them. In my heart, my desire for you guys is that you also would be filled with story, that you would see the ways and experience the ways that God desires to work within your life and work through your life and allow people to know His goodness and His grace and His mercy and all of that. Enjoy. And again, thank you. We love you guys.
Hi, all you Loving Your Neighbor program volunteers. I just want to take a minute and thank you so much for all that you do, for all your time and your effort and your vulnerability, and just all that you do for Love Inc., and especially all you do for our neighbors and for one another. You all are just so inspiring, and you're such a blessing to me. I just can't even begin to express it, and they only gave me a very short time, so just know that I love each and every one of you, and I'm very grateful for each of you. Just want to share scripture with you real quick. Hebrews 6:10. God is not unjust. He will not forget your work and the love you have shown Him as you have helped His people and you continue to help. So God bless you all, and thanks again.
Hey, Donation Center volunteers. I just wanted to tell you guys that I so very much appreciate you. You know, over the last 2 years, I've gotten to know each and every single one of you in a lot of different ways. And the one thing that has just been so profound to me is your desire to serve the kingdom, your desire to serve Love Inc. And I don't think there are words to explain, words to give explanation to what you mean, not only to the kingdom, not only to Love Inc., but what you mean to me as well. And so I wanted to share Paul in Philippians 1, and just a thanksgiving to the church at Philippi. And I just want to echo that for you guys. I thank my God in all remembrance of you, always in every prayer of mine, for you all making my prayer with joy because of your partnership in the gospel from the first day until now. And so without a doubt, you guys have been partnering not only with me, with Love Inc., and with God to proclaim and put forth the gospel and to share in the lives of the people in our community and all those around us. And so I just, from the bottom of my heart, just want to say I love you so very much. and I'm so thankful for the part that you play in this ministry. Love you guys.
I just wanted to pass on to all the volunteers at the donation center just how grateful I am to be able to work with all of you. You know, I've only been there a short time, but already you've helped me learn this job very fast. And the thing that I'm impressed most by is just the level of friendship that you've shown to me. I'm looking forward to seeing that go deeper and deeper. But the thing that stands out more than anything else, and we talked about this a few days ago, but you know, in 2 Corinthians, Paul talks about how the Corinthians were a letter of recommendation for him. And what I see in all of you is that, you know, God is working in all of your hearts. And when I see you interact with each other and with the people that come to the donation center, I can see that you are a recommendation for God, and that God He's writing a masterpiece in your hearts. And it's just so encouraging me to see that. And I'm just so much looking forward to seeing what God will do to a hurting community through all of us as we work together. And thank you.
I want to express my sincere appreciation to the ladies that volunteer in the office. They help me with mailings, answering the phone, photocopies, data entry, all the mundane stuff that most people do not enjoy doing. By giving of your time and energy, it allows me to focus on other important work within the ministry. It is truly a blessing to have each one of you in the office serving in the ministry of Love Inc. You make my job easier, and I appreciate each one of you. Thank you.
Happy Volunteer Week, Clearinghouse volunteers. It is such a privilege just to be able to work with you and to serve Jesus with you. And as I think about different scriptures, this is one that reminds me of each of you and what God has done in your life. As each has received a gift, use it to serve one another as good stewards of God's varied grace. 1 Peter 4:10. You all have such a heart for Jesus, and you are so willing to share that with those people in need in your community. But not only that, you share it with each other. And just the time that we've had together, particularly the last 2 years through COVID, our prayer times, I've seen how relationships have built between each of you, between all of us, and how you've been able to share the love of Jesus with this community and with our neighbors that call in is amazing. I cannot thank you enough for all you do and how you show the love of Jesus in what you do. And from Matthew 25:40, the King will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." Again, I want to thank you for all you do, for the commitment, for your sacrifice, but mostly for how your love for Jesus stands out and how you serve our community and how you serve each other. Happy Volunteer Week, precious Clearinghouse volunteers. We love you.
Hello, ladies.
And Blaine.
Yes, and Blaine. Hey, we just want to tell you during this volunteer appreciation, go ahead on.
We just want to say thank you for all that you do and everything that you bring to TFL. We appreciate every gift that each one of you bring and every piece of support that you give me and Gail as through the store and with things maybe going on. We really do appreciate each and every one of you being there and giving your time to help us at TFL and to help Love Inc. So with that, I'm going to read 1 Peter 4:10 and 11 says, "Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms, so that in all things God may be praised through Jesus Christ. Serving is a form of worship, a way to express gratitude for what Jesus has done for us and to share. We appreciate you all."
And I just wanted to say in Joshua 1:9, it tells you, it says, "I have not commanded you, be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid nor dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." So I just want to encourage y'all to be strong, to be encouraged, because God is always with you, and He promised us that He would never leave us nor forsake us. So here we are, ladies. We just want to say thank you also, and Blake, for everything that you've done.
Hi, all Love Inc. Volunteers. I'm so glad to be talking to you today. I hope you've enjoyed hearing from the staff this week for National Volunteer Week. I've been trying to think of what I can share with you and how I can express my heartfelt thank you for everything you do. You are the reason that this ministry has grown and impacted our community the way that it has. It's very humbling to be able to watch you pray with volunteers and pray with neighbors and donors and just see what you're doing, being the hands and feet of Jesus. You and your sacrifice of time and energy and your gifts and talents is what has made Love Inc. what it is today. So happy National Volunteer Week. We love you. Bye.